Yeah, everybody, this is Chris Kelly with a breakdown of the GoPro video from my participation in the Michigan State IDPA Match, August 20th, 2016. This was my first state match. I've shot a lot of local matches, and I'm actually a match director for the match in Crittenden, Kentucky, but never been to a state match. Heading into this match, I'd noticed that at my few recent local matches, I was suffering from lack of accuracy in stage planning. So I really wanted to work on both those issues in this match. I think I did okay on one and not so well on the other, so still a lot to improve. But with that, let's see how I did. All right, so the first stage that I and everybody else shot was stage 11, first shots, just a little warm-up stage. Pretty easy, really not a lot of commentary here, just draw, 2 to the body, 1 to the head, reload, 2 to the body, 1 to the head. Pretty happy, down 1, thought about taking another shot, but only down 1, not going to make it up.
You're finished, unload and show clear.
All right, first real stage I shot, stage 10, just a standard stage. So no concealment, basically a box drill, moving from one position to a couple different spots, using prescribed hands with prescribed angle. So starting here with 6 rounds in the magazine, I'm going to draw, engage, strong hand only, 1 shot each. Decided to go right to left so the recoil helps me move from one target to the next. That worked out great. Going to be at slide lock here. Reload worked okay, could have been faster. Switch to the left hand, that worked fine. Go left to right, just as I planned. That worked okay. I'm going to get hung up here on trying to get the magazine with rounds in it into my pocket instead of just shoving it in my belt. Slowed me up a little bit. I really did try to slow down on the headshots. I got 4 out of 6, which is pretty good for me, but should be able to get 6 out of 6, so something to work on.
Unload.
All right, stage 1, Office Mayhem. Pretty straightforward stage. Do everything from basically 1 of 2 shooting positions. Has a tip over desk that activates 2 up downs at the end. So starting off with my hands on my knees on the buzzer, I pick up the gun, engage T1. No problems here, but switching to the steel, I didn't slow down. Wasn't focused on my front sight. Finally did knock the steel, engage the turner well, got back on the rest of the targets okay. I did mean to go to slide lock, and that worked out. Reload, and then tip the desk so I can engage those target center mass. All right, on to stage 2, too many choices. This is, again, another pretty straightforward stage, just shooting through a barricade. Had to use some low cover at the end. So starting out here, your foot had to be on a plate. I meant to back up a little bit, did that so I could get a better angle on the targets. I really can't see much, but I engaged T1, T2 okay. Coming over to T3 and T4, my setup was really wrong on the cover. I had to adjust my position to be able to see the targets. Reload worked okay there, came back to the same position, finished those targets off. This is a win in that I got onto my knees and was able to see both targets and use cover. I had a little bit of an issue here, little stage rage. I was down 3, wanted to be down 0, reloaded and took an extra shot that I shouldn't have. Can't have them back.
Slide forward.
All right, on to stage 3, why I hate malls, and this is why I love IDPA. I got to shoot out of a car, something you hardly ever get to do. So again, pretty straightforward stage description here. Start on the buzzer, engage a steel behind a target. I was a little surprised actually when I hit the steel right off first shot, so a little pause there, but then engaged the appearing target. Came over and engaged those 2 targets, equal priority, no problem. Here I messed up big. The target I was supposed to engage with was blocked by the swinger, so I went to the easier target. Didn't use the A-pillar as cover and slice the pie, so I got a procedural on this one. Again, I think my marksmanship was okay, but completely messed up. Bad mental mistake here. All right, on to stage 4, Junkyard Assault. Starting to get a little bit more movement. Started this one off with a little bit of a stage planning issue. Has a desk drawer. Should have put the gun in the left-hand drawer so I could open it with my support hand and withdraw the gun with my strong hand. Saw some other shooters do that later and realized it was the right way to go. Engaged these targets in sequence the way I'd planned. That worked out great. But again, I need to slow down and hit steel. I had to take 3 shots on this steel to finally get it to drop. And then once that happened, let that go to another mistake. I went to slide lock there and advanced, completing a reload, so a procedural. From there, I recovered pretty well. Hit the rest of my targets the way I planned, but just can't let one mistake become 2. Be a lesson over and over.
Okay, finish.
Stage 5, Walk with the Dead, or the stage that I wish had never been. This is really where the wheels fell off. From what I'm told, this is somewhat similar to USPSA stages, and if so, it's just convinced me why I want to stay as far away as possible from USPSA. Basically, you engage this mover, which I needed to do first because it kept malfunctioning and I didn't want to have to reshoot the whole stage again. And then you had to move around to various shooting positions, remembering what you'd engage from where to try to see everything. The white tombstones are hard cover, any shoot-throughs don't count, so you had to engage the targets cleanly. I'm not sure what really to take from this one, other than that I make good Wookiee sounds. But really, I guess it's to not let one bad stage become two, which you'll clearly see as a problem in the next one.
Unload.
Okay, stage 6, Lost in the Warehouse. This one should play to my strength. It's pretty much straight up and down IDPA stages, a lot of movement, a lot of close-in targets, engaging on the move.
Are you ready?
Start here
Stand by.
and start okay, and then I get off the buzzer pretty quick, engage the first target, but then I stop moving, which I knew was a mistake and just didn't have a good stage plan for. I should have come off that with a little bit slower pace. Here, things worked out, and then I went to slide lock and reloaded on the move, but then some reason I went to my left hand and had a terrible grip and sliced my thumb open, which really hurt, and then had a gun malfunction because half of my thumb was in there. And pretty much, again, this is just echoes of stage 5 coming into stage 6. Can't let that happen.
If you're finished,
Stage 7, Monsters in the Closet. All right, I got 3 stages left, and I got to fix things. So I throw the last few stages out, start again. This one played to my strength, so I thought I could do well, and I was right. Came out of the door, planned to engage this moving sideways, and worked out great. Came to P2, and the swinger just got lucky. It was in the right place for me to slice the pie and engage the target that was clear. Came around the corner well. Went to plan, and then I meant to go to slide lock, reloaded before advancing. Set up poorly on cover here. My one issue with this stage, had to move before I could take my shots, but once I moved, got them in.
if you're finished.
All right, stage 8, the Great Black Swamp Shootout. I have to say I was a little bit nervous about this one. I saw a number of shooters in my squad struggle with it before I shot. Another little bit of a memorization stage. Start with the buzzer. Things go great.
Shooter ready.
Getting rid of the
Stand
fishing
by.
pole and getting the gun out worked exactly like I planned. My plan was to shift to the left and engage all the targets to the left of the barrel. Now this target here was the one that was giving everybody problems in that there were a number of FTNs. So I was really careful, lead really far out, and actually I think I ended up down 4 on that target without an FTN. Reload worked great out of the box. I shifted over to the right and started to engage all the targets to the right of the barrel. Any shots through the barrel were misses, so I was really trying to be careful to not hit the barrel, and all my shots were clean on the target.
If finished, unload.
All right, last stage, stage 9, high school dropout. Redemption in the third act. I killed it on this stage. I really can't point out anything I did wrong. If you can see something I did, please
Stand
point
by.
it out. But I think I had, if not the best time, one of the best times overall in my squad. Did everything exactly as I planned. Ended up only down 4 for the stage overall. Reloads worked great. Accuracy was great. And I even finished it one-handed.
Finished. Unload and show clear.
I'm going to end here with a picture of my squad. These are the folks that put up with me all day, so I appreciate each and every one of you for doing that. Overall, pretty happy with my my match. I think I improved on stage planning. Still have some room for improvement on accuracy, as my total points down show, but 1 out of 2 ain't bad. And really most happy with my recovery from 5 and 6 to shoot 7, 8, and 9 as my own match and really do well on stages that I knew I could do well on. Still a lot to learn, but that's why I practice and that's why I shoot matches. Hope to see you at the range.